Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
What's going on? 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 Hello, 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 hello. You. Welcome in to another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Now that we are live on tour, glad to have all you here. By the way, shout out to Empress Radio and What's Happening, and many more of you. Like I always say, just because I don't say everything doesn't mean I don't see everything. One love, much love, all love to Melody Shabby. Apparently, she went to jail last night, allegedly. Disputes and everything in between there. I'm never going to want a black woman who is trying to do good in the neighborhood, or a black man who is trying to do good in the neighborhood. I'm never going to want them to go through anything. So I do hope that whatever's going on, it will be working out in Jesus' name. Amen, 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 amen. Because at the beginning and end of the day, there are children involved, and we want those children to have a mother. Amen. We can... To use Malago Graham's words, which child, put. As long as she is a good mother, fuck the baby daddy, and screw everybody that supports the baby daddy. You see how I did that? Malago actually stood for something that was actually right. I didn't put out a deep fake adult video, then say I'm not going to change nothing, suit my ass, then cry, bitch, and moan when you get called not new media. It goes back up to the $75,000, and everybody is just basically throwing tomatoes at you. To sum it up, oh brother, this girl stinks. All right. So with that being said, let's get to it, everybody, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you all this morning. Yes, I am a destination on my own show. You'll find out why. I talked about this yesterday on Braylon's Virtual Tour House Tour. Y'all, we made a YouTube video. I know. I'll bring that to you live, of course. Then we're going to talk about capital. There is something happening for black startups. That's a very good thing. I'll give you that news here in just a little bit. Blacquisition is a brand new platform where black people, right, they can acquire majority stakes in businesses, minority stakes in businesses, or they can just own the whole company, rather. Can't wait to tell you about that. The African American Marketing Association is having their first ever award show. Did not know we had African American Marketing Association, but awesome stuff there. Then, of course, speaking of know how to market to our culture, Ashanti just did a new interview talking about her philosophy when it comes to being a mogul. We'll talk about that. Marlo Bailey has made a directory where if you're looking for a black doctor or anybody in the medical field that is black, he made that directory for us, so we'll talk about that as well. Kev on stage, been grinding for a very long time. He just signed one of his biggest deals yet with Tubi, and that is not including his deal with Fuse Television. So we'll talk about that. Very proud of Kev, and he started from nothing and got his own platform. He's in the Spectrum commercials with Tony Becca. who has put soul to animals and everything in between. And then, of course, speaking of a person with soul, Peabo Bryson passed away at the age of 75 years old. And he's been a part of a lot of not just cultural experiences, but he's been a part of the fabric of how we hear culture as well. So let's get to it, everybody, because we do have a lot to talk about and a whole lot to get through, because higher is way, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. Because one thing to know and two things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But whenever you in the daylight, a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen, Moonves, and Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You're absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting, because we have 8 destinations for you all. Of course, we're going to start off with myself. Now, for those of you who know, Coffee Unfiltered, I'm a great content creator. Okay. So we're going to just watch the video. Okay, I want you to notice where I show up. Okay, so let's watch this. This was one of the coolest things ever, man. Because sometimes you do wonder if your work, is out there. You know what I mean? So, all right, y'all, here we go.
Hi guys, so it seems as though Milagro may have celebrated way too soon, okay? Because this Meg Thee Stallion court situation is no longer going in her favor. It's being reported that a judge reinstated part of Meg Thee Stallion's defamation judgment against Milagro. And as you all know, Milagro was just online celebrating, saying that she's new media, saying that there was no defamation case against her, and basically making it seem like it was no big deal and she won. But now the judge has decided to side with Meg Thee Stallion, and now Milagro is back in trouble.
So this was right after the verdict, right? She was on with Armand Wiggins, and Armand was saying, congratulations on being new media. A lot of people didn't want you to get that, this, that, and the third, and that the defamation charge got thrown out. Well, if you've been paying attention, the judge said, after deep reflection, thought, and perspective, you did commit a crime. So I'm going to reinstate defamation. I'm also going to say that you're not new media. And I'm gonna bring it back up, the amount of money, to $75,000. But the crazy thing is, myself, Conscious TV, and other people who've been covering this thing, we called that this was going to happen because there's a thing called post-litigation. But yet Milagro allegedly went to school for criminal justice. We need to see the transcript. Because basically, she's a dark-skinned version of Amanda Seales at this point. Let's continue on.
Check this out.
Milagro has taken another loss in the courts. Now, we know Megan and Milagro had this whole case where Milagro had counts against her for defamation, altered images for the fake porn, as well as emotional distress, where the jurors actually sided with Megan and found Milagro liable for all 3. However, after the verdict, they set the defamation to the side because they thought Milagro was protected under this Florida media notice law. Milagro took this as a win. She was celebrating, her people were celebrating, and Megan's lawyers asked the judge to reconsider this. Now, the judge has been looking over this for quite a while, and the judge has now reinstated that defamation against Milagro. So she is officially liable for all three. She also has to pay $75,000, as well as Megan is more than likely going to be submitting for her legal fees as well. Now, from what I have
Lonnie
seen,
Grams,
Milagro
Lonnie
is
Cooper.
already working on an appeal for this whole case, so she's probably going to add this into it. But I don't see this being turned over in her favor. What it looks like is the statements that they were looking at for defamation were not protected under that Florida law, so it is what it is at this point. Y'all, once I have more information regarding any of this, I will let you all know. Milagro is now pulling a Brene, y'all. Now, we already know that she lost that lawsuit between her and Megan Thee Stallion. They have now reinstated that defamation count against her, and now she is trying to appeal these decisions. Now, she is also asking the judge, while this appeal is being decided, to put a stay on her judgment, meaning for her not to have to pay anything because she needs her fund to go towards her appeal. She is telling the courts that she cannot afford to pay the judgment and for the appeal process at the same time.
Now, here's the gag with this. Okay. Here's the gag, right? At the beginning, middle, end of the day, Milagro Grams still has her Camp Mob lawsuit. We read that lawsuit live here on Braylon's Virtual Tour Live, where she and the mob who move on broken, dilapidated, and decrepit behavior raped two men. Milagro Grams, the mob, raped two men. Milagro Grams, the mob, raped two men. Milagro Grams, the mob, raped two men. Allegedly. Okay, we read the court documents here live on Braylon's Virtual Tour Live, okay? And so, with all of this happening with the Megan Thee Stallion case, right? What I suggest both gentlemen do is say, hey, listen, did you see this? Not to mention, too, allegedly, this is not the first time that Milagro Grams has done Revenge P, because she also did Revenge P against Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk before. So, I would get Kyle from the Neighborhood Talk. I would get Megan Thee Stallion's people. And to those two gentlemen, I will bring those people in and knock down Milagro Grams even more, okay? Now, she also says, and I quote, how people want her children to be uncomfortable. I want to say this on the big screen. I want Milagro's children to be so big they cut her off as their mother. I don't want the children to suffer because that damn heifer decided to be stupid. I hope the husband is cheating on her, blowing her back out, making her throat hurt where it's hard to swallow. Okay. And child, and the woman that Milagro's husband is cheating on has a real afro and don't have to put on an afro wig to get sympathy, okay? Listen, so let's continue on. Hope all that's happening. Hope all that's happening. Moving on.
That she have two smaller children, she is self-employed, and her income fluctuates. So she is asking that they either modify, waive, or reduce this whole bond requirements so that she could go forth with this appeal successfully. Now, y'all, this is not guaranteed. If this does go through, I'm guessing that the court probably is going to ask her to put something down to just give them a note that she is going to make good on this if her appeal is denied. Right now, we just have to wait to see what the court decides to do. But this is an eye-opener for everybody saying, oh, that's not a lot of money. She only has to pay Megan this certain amount of money. She can't pay the money right now.
And
not to mention, too, y'all, okay, she said, and I quote, Milagro Grams said that she was negative $10,000 in the hole, right? And she lost her station head contract, which was for $6,300 a month, right? So if we add that up, $6,300 times 12, that's $75,600. Now, she recently said that was over a 5-year period. So over 5 years, she made $378,000. See, if you were doing what you were supposed to do, okay, let me do 378,000 minus $75,000. You would still have $303,000 left. I mean, 378 is a lot more, right, than 303, but still $378,000 versus $303,000. You would still have money left over had you not done what you did, but you did, right? So, anyway, with all that being said, we are, I believe, about to get to the point where yours truly shows up. Now, I want you to watch.
This is not looking good for Milagro because now she's telling the court she cannot afford to pay. But now people are bringing out this clip where she is bragging and making it seem like she had money and saying she was just plain broke when she thought everything was going in her favor. Check this out.
Not only that, I had to play the part of a po nigga.
You hear the music, right?
On this motherfucking internet calling me broke when the average American makes $50,000.
On YouTube.
When you supposed to make 3 times your motherfucking rent in the month to stay at certain places and rent damn near $3,000. Y'all found out that I had a contract with Station Head. So how much I made a year at least? You tell me. But I still have to play the part of the ghetto ass, broke ass hoe because I'm up here against a multi-million-dollar motherfucking company. And you got the motherfucking internet sitting up saying, yeah, bitch, you broke. Bitch, who? Since when is a bitch with her personality who is able to take care of her family, who was, because you know I lost that contract, who was making 6 figures, how the fuck is that a broke hole? How?
So yeah, tell me.
So we're going to listen to it 2 more times. I know y'all heard our anthem music in the background. Wait for it. Let's play it again.
She had money and saying she was just plain broke when she thought everything was going in her favor. Check this out.
Not only that, I had to play the part of a po nigga. You got people on this motherfucking internet calling me broke when the average American makes $50,000.
It really is.
When you supposed to make 3 times your motherfucking rent in the month to stay at certain places and rent damn near $3,000. Y'all found out that I had a contract with Station Head. So how much I made a year at least? You tell me. But I still have to play the part of the ghetto ass, broke ass hoe because I'm up here against a multi-million-dollar motherfucking company. And you got the motherfucking internet sitting up saying, yeah, bitch, you broke. Bitch, who? Since when is a bitch with her personality who is able to take care of her family, who was, because you know I lost that contract, who was making 6 figures, how the fuck is that a broke hole? How?
Now, I'm going to bring back up our music so you can hear, right, that it was me. Okay, so let me bring that back up here. Now listen. We made it onto a YouTube video, y'all. How cool was that? Listen, Coffee Unfiltered, thank you so much. And for those of you who are like, Bray, that's not you. You need to tell me I don't know my profile picture right there. That is my profile picture. Okay? And the sound that you heard, this is that instrumental. Hey, Evan, welcome and glad to have you here. I mean, I'm glad you're here. Sorry, I'm doing my show. So welcome and glad to have you here. Listen, anytime somebody moves with that image, y'all just say hi and move on. Life is too short. It ain't that big of a deal. This, that, and the third, right? So, anyway, we were having our celebratory moment, right? So when I heard that instrumental, I'm like, that's me. That's me. That's me. Oh my God. So Coffee Unfiltered, thank you so much. And y'all keep going. Whatever your dream is, keep going out here, all right? Yes, indeed. How cool was that? Now give me one moment. Because I'm just like, really, is this what we're doing on a Friday morning? Hey, Justine Bell, good to see you, beautiful. Glad to have you here. Just got done. I'm showcasing that we made it into a YouTube video. Coffee Unfiltered used one of our shorts, one of our mini shorts. And yes, indeed. So I'll play it one more time. I'm just for you, just in battle, because I know that you're over here all time, or at least you're over here where you can be. So much love to you on that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Should I really do this on Friday? Yeah. Yes. So, hey, Justine, welcome and glad to have you here. By the way, apparently the dude that said say hi to me or leave. This person only got 55 subscribers and 61,850 views. Not bad. You know what I mean? In terms of viewership, you know what I mean? But, bruh, like, the next time you go into somebody's chat, show some respect. Okay? Please. Because you moving like that ain't gonna get you nowhere in life. I'm telling you that now. I'll play it one more time for Justine Battle here so she can hear the background music on the clip. Let me break it down. Okay, now listen to the background music.
Plain broke when she thought everything was going in her favor. Check this out.
Not only that, I had to play the part of a po nigga.
You hear it, right?
People on this motherfucking internet
Right
calling
now,
me broke.
YouTube video.
When the average American makes $50,000.
Yes. Oh man.
When you supposed to make 3 times your motherfucking rent in the month to stay at certain places and rent damn near $3,000. Y'all found out that I had a contract with Station Head. So how much I made a year at least?
75,000.
You tell me.
A year.
But I still have to play the part of the ghetto ass, broke ass hoe because I'm up here against a multi-million-dollar motherfucking company. And you got the motherfucking internet sitting up saying, yeah, bitch, you broke. Bitch, who? Since
you heard that beat, right? So let me bring back up the track. That's why it's important for you guys, whatever your dream is, make sure you layer your dream, right? Because you never know when you gonna be seen. Get a Coffee Unfiltered, which, by the way, Coffee Unfiltered has more subscribers than Evan Edits. Yeah, 31,900 subscribers. So we made it onto there. And of course, you see right here. Yo, I made it into a Coffee Unfiltered video. I'm excited. Like I said, man, like I said here. She said yay, and then of course, listen, I can tell my IG for also that's my music from my show. I was like, no way, Coffee knows me. So keep going, y'all. Don't stop. And what God has for you, God has for you. Amen. Amen. Let's continue on. We do have more Braylon's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Some good news for all of you Black startups that are looking for capital. I got some news for you here. Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com here. Let's get to it. Yes, indeed. There. That I literally talked about that at the end of virtual tour house tour last night, but I had to come on for my regular main show. People let y'all know. But anyway, here we go. From Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com. Black startups are gaining more funding in 2026, but equity concerns remain, right? Black founded startups raised $643 million, marking the highest quarterly total since the second quarter of 2022. Now that is huge. That is absolutely incredible, or black credible, okay, to use the word there. Black entrepreneurs in the United States secured their strongest core for venture capital funding in nearly 4 years. Despite the increase, experts say the surge masks ongoing structural challenges that continue to limit access to capital for many Black founders and startups, according to TechCrunch. Crunch-based data shows that Black founded startups raised $643 million during the opening months of 2026, marking the highest quarterly total since the second quarter of 2022, when founders secured $653 million. The amount already represents nearly 70% of the $942 million that Black founders raised in all of 2025. However, the gains were largely driven by a small number of sizable investments rather than broad-based growth across the startup system. Major rounds included AI company Samba Nova Systems' $350 million funding raise, which significantly boosted overall figures. While the funding totals are encouraging, Black founders continue to receive only a small fraction of overall venture capital dollars. If you guys remember, there was the Black Girl Fund that was in the United States, but a racist, conservative, bigot, sexist, this, that, and the third organization that is alive with the president, his administration, and his deplorable supporters, did a lawsuit. But have no fear, the fund is still happening. It's just happening in Africa. I'm sure once we get to 2026, okay, now we're in 2026. My bad, y'all. My brain is still waking up. But once we get to 2028, rather, we have the Senate and the House of Representatives, rather, back in blue, and we get, you know, and at this point, if Kamala Harris wants to run again, y'all vote for her so we can fix this shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't care, because all y'all that got buyer remorse, that will be y'all real litmus test. If y'all don't do that shit, then y'all really were just crying because you got hurt. Okay, all right. Moving on. Last year, Black entrepreneurs Black founders continue to receive only a small fraction of overall venture capital dollars. Last year, Black entrepreneurs accounted for just 0.32% of the roughly $290 billion invested across the venture market. Gene Terry, Crunchbase's head of research, told TechCrunch that persistent barriers continue to affect fundraising outcomes. Those obstacles include access to network relationships and early introductions. And I also believe that DEI, affirmative action, and many other pathways in place, right, that allowed for us to rise have also been taken away. Factors that often influence venture capital decisions before formal pitches occur. We are 8 to 9 quarters into a venture funding downturn. The Crunchbase data has shown a persistent decline in funding to Black founded companies that outpaces the overall decline in startup funding. One has to wonder if the abundance of caution that's now prevalent in the industry has prevented investors from taking chances on first-time founders who are more likely to be diverse, she said. The latest numbers suggest that investor interest in Black founded companies may be improving compared with recent years. Still, analysts caution that the ecosystem remains vulnerable if funding growth depends on a handful of large transactions rather than expansion of investment opportunities. So what do I think about this destination? You know, I think that honestly a rising tide lifts all boats. Y'all know how I've always believed that over here, especially with talking about Black entrepreneurship. That's definitely a foundation of our show. Anytime that we can mention a Black entrepreneur, and if it is a destination that I believe that not only can be helpful for myself to learn from, a destination that can help you learn, but also to a destination that can expand our territory, I'm always down for doing that. And let me tell you something, 10 times out of 10, every entrepreneur and every product and service that I've ever mentioned on the show had no idea I was going to do it. I just did to do it. Like, I think the biggest brand that reached out to us was Vontel Eyewear. Like, I mentioned Vontel Eyewear in our show, and they reached out to me to say they loved the show. And I asked what they loved. They said, of course, we loved you promoting us. And you won a pair of glasses called the Braylon. But they loved the flow of the show. They loved the conversational tonality. They just loved everything. So, like I said, with that clip that I showed you from Coffee Unfiltered of just keep going, keep grinding, keep being on purpose. But even if you do all that, that doesn't mean that, equality is available for everybody. So I do think that it's a damn shame that a president who is a convicted felon is telling how businesses should invest, right? And I go back to Kelly Osbourne, who it was controversial at the time, but she said, if you throw out every immigrant, who's going to clean your toilets? A clock is right twice a day. So I do think had not been for the president being elected, had not been for his administration being in place, had not been for his supporters losing their rabbit-ass minds, I do believe we would have more Black entrepreneurs. And I keep going back to the thing that should have happened under Barack Obama's administration when he was trying to do free community college for everybody across the country. I think that would have promoted not just accessibility and availability, not just accessibility and availability, not just accessibility and availability of new people being able to contribute to society, but that would have created more businesses and that would have actually fueled the economy. But of course, the Republicans blocked it, which I don't get. Why would you block a bill for education? Didn't y'all have to learn what y'all learned in order to get in government, or did y'all just use white privilege and nepotism just to get to where you are? I mean, I would think after George Santos and what he did to y'all that y'all would actually okay, maybe we should have standards and requirements. I would think so, but there was more. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Now, in case you guys do not know, if you are an entrepreneur, you are looking for something to help you here. Now, this is called Capital Club. This is from Mogul Millennial. Now, Mogul Millennial has worked with Bishop T.D. Jakes for Good Soil, but as you can see here, so what you do is if you're in, you can click on any one of these, right? Founder focus, sort by popular new feature, application opening, soon, deadline extended, and it will help you find opportunities, right? As you can see here, total active funding listed $70,662,950. New opportunities this week, 63. Opportunities closing in the next 7 days, 64. So, I know, right here. So this is A6, the shoe line. Right here, awarding up to $80,000. Right here. Okay, it switched up on me. My bad. Switched up on me. Right here, the Launchpad pitch series compete for $5K and prizes at this idea stage pitch competition for early stage stars on Louisiana's North Shore, up to $3,000. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so now with Capital Club, you will have to pay. Okay, you have to pay. But I look at it like this, right? Think about how much we spend money on. I think about that all the time. I'm just like, if I just had the right job, I'll be able to do more. Okay, but look at this though, right? If you do this right here, that's $50.99 a month. Search unlimited opportunities, deadline reminders, new funding alerts, save opportunities in one place, funding tracker, funding newsletter twice a week. But you do get a free 7-day trial, right? Pro yearly, right? So $11.58 a month. Bill annually, $139 for the full year. So save 27% with annual bill, 3 months for free. Get the same things, but you also get discounts on events and grant workshops. And then right here, the plus, $500 in Claude API credits, 12 months free on Webflow, 1 year free on Frame Pro, 90% off of your annual doc send plan. So you know how like guys send documents virtually, 90% off. That basically is free essentially. Up to $1,000 in Miro credits, 500 in Bubble credits. 12 months free on 11 labs, 50% off of Apollo for your first year, and access to future perks. Now, I will just say this. You know how I always say each platform requires a different entity, right? If you're just looking for funding opportunities, y'all, it's $15 a month. Okay. Now, of course, in the same token for that, I'm just going to be real about it. The only reason why I have not done this, because I know what y'all thinking. Bray, you're telling us about, but you haven't done it. I'm going to tell you why, okay? A YouTube channel is a business, right? In that same token, though, I don't know if there's media opportunities inside Capital Growth. Because when you think about industries, you think about food, you think about technology, you think about hospitality, you think about, for example, consumer packaged goods, right? You think about, there you go. You think about stuff like this, right, for the healthcare industry. So that's what I'm saying when it comes to startup capital, right? Now, they do have media opportunities. I will gladly spend $15 a month in order to get funding for it, right? But, that's the only reason. But just because I don't know if that's the case, don't mean, right, that I can't tell y'all about. We're over here trying to elevate, invest, and uplift in our people over here. So just wanted y'all know that. Okay, I think even beauty brands can get startup funding as well. So shout out to Mogul Millennial for that. And also, too, I wanted to bring this up as well because this relates to ownership and capital, right? So this is from Afrotech.com. Shout out to Afrotech.com. And it's by a beautiful Black sister that I know. Yes, indeed, Samantha Doriska. I think Samantha Doriska Lee has a nice ring to it, but that's neither here nor there. Let's continue on. Investment firm with Black ownership signs letter of intent to buy Uncle Nearest. Now, I've talked to you guys plenty of times about Uncle Nathan Nearest Green, who was the first African-American distiller on record. Okay, they've been going through some problems, all right? Financially, apparently, there's been money lost because of Fawn Weaver. Okay, so apparently Fawn Weaver's co-founder, there's actually a founder that they got more ties to that. And Fawn Weaver is more of the face of Uncle Nearest. But here we go. Uncle Nearest has reportedly found a new buyer. Turn down the music here real quick. There we go. Okay. According to the spirits business, a non-binding letter of intent has been signed for the whiskey brand. Uncle Nearest receiver Philip G. Jr. would sell both the brand and the Nearest Green Distillery in Shelbyville, Tennessee. The sale would include Grant Sydney Incorporated, the largest shareholder of the company. Uncle Nearest co-founder Fawn Weaver is the majority owner of Grant Sydney Incorporated, as Afrotech previously reported. The sale also included in Massachusetts or one in Cognac, France. Now, Uncle Nathan Nearest, right, is supposed to be making a cognac. The only way you make cognac is to have a property in Cognac, France. Okay, so no word on that yet. I think they had Unique One organic spirits as well. They bought that as well, but no updates on that. Let's get back to the article here, which has been receiving inquiries since October of 2025 per the spirits business. Although the buyer has not been named, it is reportedly a Black-owned investment firm. Okay, so it's still Black-owned. Okay, then that is a huge deal. That in the words of Groove, that's the dealio. A Black-owned investment firm that would keep the current Uncle Nearest workforce while honoring the brand's cultural significance, such as the legacy of Nathan Nearest Green, a formerly enslaved man who taught Jack Daniels the whiskey, sugar maple charcoal. That process was actually founded by Uncle Nathan Nearest Green. See, if you just expand your purview, besides talking about Carissa Shields, Rashawn Rock, and Remy Ma, you actually will learn that there's a lot out there to consume that can actually make you better. But hey, some people just want to be one-trick ponies in life, and some of us want to be stallions taking over the world. That's neither here nor there. A formerly enslaved man who taught Jack Daniel how to make whiskey, according to Afrotech, per the outlet. Green is recognized as the first known black master distiller, in the United States. The buyer prefers to share its identity once the sale is finalized, according to the spirit's business. The transaction is expected to close within 45 days. Young was instead as receiver in August 2025 after the company defaulted on more than $108 million in loans owed to creditor Farm Credit Mid-America per Afrotech, while Fawn, her husband Keith, and Grant Sidney Corporate have been fighting for the receivership to end. U.S. District Judge Charles Achilli has ruled that should remain in place. The receivership was also extended to include Grant Sidney Corporate following a concealment of a $20 million loan from MP10, that's Tennessee Everybody LLC, otherwise known as Marcy Penn, to a private account owned by Grant Sidney Incorporated. Y'all know that there was investment from Jay-Z. Jay-Z has nothing to do with the receivership and everything that's going on with Uncle Nathan Nearest Green Whiskey. According to the outlet, the judge stated that Uncle Nearest has engaged in fraudulent conduct through its former CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and through the help of Fawn Weaver's investment firm, Grant Sidney and Fawn Weaver. Without a receiver, Farm Credit's collateral will be at risk. Actually, claims that Uncle Nearest owes $207.9 million in debt and is insolvent, according to Afrotech. Uncle Nearest is reportedly also being investigated by federal authorities. Per the outlet, no further details about the federal investigation. So, hopefully, there will be new jobs. I believe that Uncle Nathan Nearest Green definitely can be a media brand. There should be a merch line for sure. The Humble Baron. There should be, monthly events, like monthly networking events where you pay like $10 to get in and you have like a unlimited all you can eat buffet, but it's in all you can eat buffet, but it's from a pre-selected menu, right? So you just choose what you want. If you want burgers, you get unlimited burgers, fries, what have you. I also believe Uncle Nathan Nearest Green Studios helping Black, entrepreneurs and Black content creators be able to tell their unheard stories. Also, too, I feel like a sit-down restaurant or a lounge called Nathan's, which I know what you guys think of Nathan's Hot Dogs brand. That could be a conflict of interest, absolutely. So you have to figure out, what could you do with that, right? So. And along with many other things, but I'm pulling for Uncle Nathan Nearest Green. I am pulling for it. I'm pulling for it to win. So, with all that being said, let's continue on because we do have more Braylon Structure Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. So this comes to us from blackbusiness.com, another great website here if you're looking for anything in terms of what's happening in the world of business and Black people. So, I know I don't put the smoke, but you get what I mean. So here we go, everybody. 2 Black entrepreneurs launch Blacquisition platform as a generational wealth marketplace for the culture. Beautiful couple, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful couple. Jasmine Smith and Andre Obasaki, 2 African-American serial entrepreneurs, have launched Blacquisition, a first of its kind online marketplace designed to help the Black community build generational wealth through business ownership and asset growth. The platform will officially launch on June 19th, 2026. Okay, so yes, indeed. Give me a moment. And by the way, y'all, if you're wondering, is that what I think it is? Yes, it is launching on Juneteenth. Okay, so talk about timing, right? So very, 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 very cool, right? By the way, that'll be Juneteenth weekend. Okay, so please get ready to have a grand old time, as they say. Yes, indeed. Or a black and old time. That's black and grand put together, y'all. Come on now. Close. There we go. Okay, back to this here. Okay, here we go. Blacquisition is both a website and mobile app providing a centralized space where users can buy, sell businesses, land, acquire, or merge companies, access funding resources, estate plan support, training, consulting, participate in Blacquisition conferences and community meetups. I don't know if Jasmine Smith and Andre Obasaki know this, but also too, if y'all need some Black marketers and Black social media people, content creators that know how to, talk about business and how you, talk about a brand, the storytelling of that brand, you need to add that to that. I will gladly join the platform just to help, sincerely. Because, I do it all the time here anyway on YouTube. How many times have we talked about, a new business idea that I've pitched to y'all? How many times have I broken down the minutia of the inner workings of media? Like, come on now. And everything in between. Listen, let's see here. The platform specifically targets the Black community, addressing long-standing gaps in the access to ownership pathways and business transition resources. The idea was born after recognizing the lack of a trusted, centralized ecosystem for Black entrepreneurs seeking to preserve ownership, grow assets, and pass down businesses across generations. When I was coming to the end of one of my previous businesses, I knew it was time to sell. I had a strong desire to keep it Black owned, but I didn't know where to go to find the buyers, says Jasmine, who is based in Anchorage, Alaska. Shout out to Alaska there. Andre, who is based in Grand Rapids, Michigan, comments, we do a lot of work in the acquisition space, and we consistently find that understanding how to navigate a sell or properly value a business is something that many owners simply haven't been taught. Anthony Haney, an early support from Holland, New York, emphasized the broader impact. There's a real desire for people to become business owners. Not everyone wants or is able to build from scratch. Blacquisition will open the door to more turnkey ownership opportunities. Blacquisition aims to become the go-to marketplace for Black entrepreneurs seeking sustainable ownership, wealth preservation, and long-term economic empowerment. For more details, visit the official website at Blacquisition, BLACQUISITION.com. Okay, so we're going to visit that website here in just a couple of seconds here. And for press inquiries, you can contact 912-216-2508. That's 912-216-2508. That's 912-216-2508 or hello@blacquisition.com. So first of all, I think that this is wonderful. I really, really do. Anytime that I am looking for, ways to figure out how to be more of a content creator and utilize my social capital to, hopefully get some financial capital in terms of a job, or just to be able to do brand deals, I definitely make it do what it do. So you'll be able to select a location and you can select the category. You see everything, right? So I'm going to read everything here, right? So you have, there you go. So you got advertising, marketing and print, advocacy, animals, arts, auctions and appraisals, audio, visual, beauty and hair, broadcast and publication, Black media companies, grass. You see the word that I can't say, even though there's a whole nother company called Grass Maps. You can follow the green bouncing ball that still is allowed to have a YouTube channel. I never forgot about that YouTube. Child care, cleaner, clothing, coaching, consulting, construction, education, entertainment, event planning, faith, financial, fitness, food, grocery, motel, hotel, Airbnb, housing, real estate, human resources, insurance, legal, literacy, lodging, meal prep, medical, movers, shipping, other, photographer, videographer, professional, retail, spa, sports, tech, trades, training, transportation, travel, vending machines, venue, wellness, and use. So all you have to do is click any location in the United States and then click a category, and then it will take you to companies that are looking to sell and you can acquire them. This is absolutely incredible. Okay, I absolutely love this. I think it should do well. So this is how the listings are going to look like here. So this will be launching on June 19th. Okay, they publish new businesses every Monday. Okay, so very, very good. I'm very excited about this. And listen, I will definitely be using this site. It reminds me of that destination that we did. Give me a moment here, where we talked about a platform where you could actually see the score, right, of companies and how they are either for us or against us, right? So let me bring that destination back up here because it relates to this as well. Isn't it nice when you can utilize your own content and you're not getting notices that you're not creating original content? Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice when you can stand on your own and you can like, oh, wait a minute, I did talk about that and it relates to your content, so you're never in a breaking state. You're never in a broken state in terms of not being able to expand yourself. That's nice, isn't it? Listen. Let's see here. Yes, right here. Okay. Give me one moment.
Hello, Moto.
Give me a moment. Give me one moment. Like, you would think. Right, y'all. Give me a moment. 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 Okay, y'all, all good in the neighborhood. So I just had to make sure my mom was okay. But yes, very excited about this. And let me bring up that destination here because we talked about this on our tour, which happened. We talked about this tour here on May 29th. So last month we did a show where we talked about a woman named Seneca O'Connor. And this came to us from blacknews.com. So this is the first platform that scores brands on their commitment to the Black community, right? So this is called Reckoned, right? So that's what it's called there. So it scores. It's the first of its kind consumer accountability platform that scores major brands on their real commitment to the Black community. It also services a verified Black-owned business alternatives at the point of purchase. Available that day as a mobile app for iOS as a browser extension for Chrome and Safari. Reckon launches with more than 800 companies scored across 7 dimensions of community involvement and a free directory of more than 1,300 businesses. Okay, so here is this here. So this is the website. And then what you do is here you click brands and you can, like I said, this is one of the coolest things I have ever seen. I love how we are getting into tech. I give Afrotech their credit because they are the home of that, right? So you have 822 brands tracked, 47 out of 100 app score, 1,394 Black-owned businesses, and 822 companies fully scored, right? So you can see lowest scores, right? You can see leading the way. So if you do all brands, you can go through the scale, right? So you can go from A all the way down to F. You can also filter by industry, right? Even more filtering options. So these are all the different ones here. Just click one, and then you can see the company's score. So this, along with Blacquisition, well done, well motherfucking done. Okay, well done to y'all, both of y'all. All right, let's continue on with this Black excellence, with this Black excellence, because we do have more. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We do have more coming up for y'all. So from blackbusiness.com, once again, African American Marketing Association, AAMA, announces the Pulse Awards, everybody. And by the way, shout out to On the Rocks with Jada. I can't remember the other young man's name. And the Starlight Reality Awards. I believe the event has already happened, but shout out to them. Hopefully, I'll be able to be. I've known about the awards for a long time. I would love to be nominated. I think that would be cool, but also too, what God has for you is for you. But I want to give a shout out to them. All right, here we go. The Pulse Awards, a new national awards platform created by the African American Marketing Association. By the way, look at these three gorgeous Black women right there. I gotta say, out of all of them, this one right here. Amen. Praise him. Hallelujah. Moving on. It's the green. It's the green. It's the green for me. Official open submissions for its inaugural award show celebrating the marketers, creatives, and campaigns driving culture forward through bold and influential work. From breakthrough brand storytelling to community-centered campaigns to in-person or digital experiences, the Pulse Awards is designed to recognize campaigns at the intersection of strategy, creativity, and impact. The competition has 15 categories, so I'm going to guide you through them all. Best business-to-consumer campaign, best business-to-business campaign, best financial services campaign, best nonprofit/cause campaign, best campaign small business, best campaign enterprise, creative excellence branding, creative excellence content, digital experience award, brand experience and strategy award, strategic excellence award, agency of the year, brand of the year, HBCU of the year, People's Choice, the creator of the year. I believe that's a content creator they're talking about, and then Lifetime Achievement Award. The Awards submissions are open to agencies, in-house marketing teams, startups, media companies, nonprofits, financial institutions, educational institutions, and Fortune 500 companies that worked on campaigns that were published between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2025. Submissions are open now until June 28th of 2026. The Pulse Awards is an extension of our mission as we remain committed to celebrating Black marketers and creatives in the industry. Michelle Legome, founder and president of the African American Marketing Association, our community has consistently remained at the forefront of trends, innovation, and influence, all while keeping its finger on the pulse and serving as the heartbeat of culture. The Pulse Awards serve as the signature finale to the 5th annual Marketing for the Culture Summit, an experience that brings together marketers, creators, founders, and executives discussing strategy, tech, and the future of marketing. Winners and finalists will be honored during the Pulse Awards on Friday, August 28th, 2026. In Houston, Texas. So the regular entry deadline will be June 14th, 2026. So you're good right now. Late entry deadline will be June 28th, 2026. Finalists will be announced July 21st, 2026. And then the award ceremony, the Pulse Award ceremony, will be Friday, August 28th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. For categories, submission details, and sponsorship opportunities, visit thepulseawards.org. About the African American Marketing Association is a 501c3 nonprofit established in 2019 to educate, empower, elevate marketers, creators, and entrepreneurs. Learn more at aa-ma.org. And for personal inquiries, you can contact Michelle McComb at michelle@aa/ma.org. So very, very cool. So here is the Pulse Awards here. Now, early entry opening for $85. Okay, now listen, $85 to be known to the world could be a huge thing right now. It's $85 for a member, $145 for a non-member, right? So early entry This opened April 20th. I had no idea at the time, y'all. Okay, listen, I'm finding out stuff as you find out. To May 17th. But the final deadline will be Sunday, June 28th. Okay, 15 awards across 6 disciplines. So right here, I'm gonna take you through each one of them. Best business to consumer campaign honors a consumer-facing campaign that demonstrated exceptional creativity, audience connection, measurable impact. Best B2B business to business campaign stood out for its strategic approach, audience targeting, and ability to drive meaningful results. Best financial services campaign celebrates a campaign within banking, insurance, fintech, or financial services that effectively communicate complex offerings while building trust. Nonprofit/cause campaign highlights a campaign for profit or social cause that raised awareness, inspired action, or drove community impact through powerful storytelling. Number 5, best campaign small business honors a campaign that achieved outsized results with limited resources. Judges look for creativity, resourcefulness, and measurable business impact. Number 6, best campaign enterprise recognizes a large-scale campaign that demonstrated strategic depth, flawless execution, and strong results across a broad audience. Now, creative, digital, and content excellence. So you have creative excellence branding, outstanding visual identity or rebrand that elevate brand perception through thoughtful design, clear positioning, and consistency across touch points. Creative excellence content, exceptional content creation across any format, video, editorial, social, or multimedia, judged on storytelling quality and audience engagement. And then number 3, Digital Experience Award recognizes a brand, campaign, or platform that delivered an engaging, user-centered digital experience through strong design, innovation, and execution. This includes websites, apps, and digital platforms. So there is those there. Then you have these here. Brand and strategic excellence. Brand Experience and Strategy Award celebrates a brand that delivered a memorable, cohesive experience across channels through alignment of strategy, design, execution. Number 2, Strategic Excellence Award recognizes the strategic thinking behind a marketing initiative, clarity of objectives, soundness of strategy, and alignment of execution with the plan. And then the top marketing honors, okay? The highest distinctions for recognizing agencies, brands, institutions, and individuals in the industry. Agency of the Year, outstanding performance, innovation, and client impact over the past year. Entry should highlight portfolio of work, leadership, and industry contributions. Brand of the Year, the brand that set the standard for marketing excellence through consistent, impactful campaigns and strong audience connection. HBCU of the Year, an HBCU that excelled in marketing, communications, showcasing innovation, and promoting programs, engaging prospective students, or elevating its brand. And Creator of the Year, okay, here we go, a public voted award honoring a content creator who made a significant impact through digital presence, creative output, and audience engagement. Okay, so there is that there. All right, so that's all. Those are all the categories, right? So now for tickets will be soon. Okay, so they don't have tickets yet, but ticket tiers and pricing will be available once the venue and the date are confirmed. So as soon as that happens, I will let y'all know about that as well. So this is amazing. Absolutely, I'm loving this. And then right here is the African American Marketing Association here, 1,500 plus members nationwide, 50 plus events hosted, and 7 plus years of impact. So Marketing for the Culture Summit, that'll be happening August 27th. And of course, they do have a membership. So right here, so you have this is not bad, right? This is not bad at all. You have emerging marketer, student young professional with $60 a year, access to AAMA community, early and discount access to events and programs, career panels and workshops, industry conversations, professional development, exposure to internships, entry-level roles, access to select student-focused resources and career readiness, eligible for student spotlights and select membership features. Then, of course, here you have full access to the AAMA community, early discount access to events, workshops, signature programs, access to job client collaboration opportunities, eligibility for member spotlights and content features, inclusion in the AAMA member directory, opportunities to connect with marketers, creators, founders, and decision makers, invitations to select curated sessions and professional experiences. Now that's $179 a year. The nonprofit team get the same things pretty much, but right here you get vetted referrals, partnerships, and collaboration opportunities. First access to event sponsorships, vendor activation opportunities, eligibility for speaking, spotlight content features, membership badge, promotional visibility tools. I feel like that this right here should be under this and this, because young professionals and students should be able to have the opportunity to speak and to do content and to be spotlighted. Same thing for here for culture creative. And then right here for agency and small businesses, access for up to 3 team members there. Pretty much everything else I'm right here. Owner only program and signature events, invitations to business owner quarterly roundtables and growth focused sessions, member badge and promotional visibility tools. And then the entry leader circle, full community access with curated engagement opportunities. This is for $1,500 per year. VIP access to select events and signature experience, white glove onboarding, tailored introductions, invitations to quarterly private executive roundtables, leadership design sessions, annual dinners, priority access to vendors, talent, and strategic collaborators, early access to partnership and sponsorship opportunities, executive spotlight and thoughtful leadership features, priority consideration for speaking advisory opportunities, and invitation to annual leadership advisory conversations shaping African American marketing association's future self. So we got all that there. We do have a YouTube channel. Let's see that. Okay, here it is here. Okay. All right, y'all, here we go.
I am Michelle Gomez. I am a Cameroon American woman. I am passionate when it comes to the education and economic development of Black folks. So I know through my experience in corporate, it was very challenging when it came to career growth. I've been fortunate to be in rooms and conversations where I've been the only Black woman, and I'm just trying to provide that information and those resources to the community. I do believe we are the culture, we are the movement, we are the trend. We set the tone. So when I see not just a lack of representation, but misrepresentation, it makes me wonder. So with that one question, where are the Black marketers? I was like, we need a community where we can come together and discuss what's going on at work. What does that quote unquote corporate ladder look like for you? How can you overcome those challenges? How is your business going? I've been trying to get after these contracts, but I'm too small. Where is a pool of good creatives and good talent that I can draw from, that we can collaborate, and then we can go for a bigger project? So with AAMA, we have that community where you can talk to people that are just like you, 2-3 years ahead of you, that you're like, hey, this is how I started my business. I used to work at this agency. I can make this phone call for you if you're looking for this job. That's why AAMA is so important. This is why the community is important. We do a good job recognizing and celebrating Black marketing professionals across all industries. We do that through our annual 50 Black Marketers to Watch list. We have the Marketing for the Culture podcast, where we have interviewed over 60 people when it comes to their career journey. And of course, we have the Marketing for the Culture Summit, where we get together every year and discuss the latest strategies and tactics in the world of marketing. And then recently we launched the Business of Marketing Bootcamp, where it's a 12-week intensive for small business owners to learn marketing fundamentals so they can grow their business. AAMA is the movement. We got now. So if you're looking to grow your career, if you're looking to grow your agency, if you're looking to tap in with good people and resources in order for you to grow, this is the time to join AAMA. Please visit our website at aa-ma.org/membership.
Amazing stuff there. They're always promoting people trying to do good in the neighborhood. I did not know that we had this in our community. I had no idea at all. And that's why I do this show. That's exactly why I do this show. So give me a moment as I drop the link to that, to the African American Marketing Association. Right there. And then let me drop the Pulse Awards in case you guys want to apply to be one of those. And that is huge. And this is the first time that they're doing this. So I did put in my thumbnail, like, do y'all need an MC? Because I am available. Yes, indeed. I just also got to be paid my work, but I'm also not going to charge you an arm and a leg either. You know what I mean? But anyway, speaking of people who know how to market themselves, let's continue on because we do have more Braylon's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Ashanti, yes, indeed, here, shotsrollingout.com. So 25 years. On to the next 25. Ashanti on authenticity, ownership, and staying power in music. The Grammy winner talks brand ownership, selective partnerships, and why authenticity is a strategy. When Ashanti broke through the early 2000s with back-to-back hits, including Foolish and Rock With You, she arrived as one of the most distinctive voices in R&B. What was less visible then was the business mind developing alongside music. More than 20 years later, recent interview with Black Enterprise, she laid out the thinking that has kept her in the conversation long after many of her contemporaries faded from it. The through line is ownership, not just of masters or revenue streams, but those matter. Those matter of image decisions and direction. How Ashanti approaches the opportunities she say yes to. Ashanti described becoming significantly more selective about what she pursues as her career matured. Brand partnerships, film roles, and business ventures now go through a filter. Does this align with who she actually is, not just a deal, not just who a deal might want her to be? That kind of discernment sounds straightforward, but runs against the pressure most artists face early in their careers. Visibility feels more urgent than alignment. Ashanti's position now is that chasing opportunities for exposure alone tends to dilute the thing that made the exposure worth having in the first place. The partnerships she does take on are one she describes as organic to her identity, both as an artist and as an entrepreneur. The distinction matters to her. She is not just evaluating whether a deal looks good. She is evaluating whether it looks like her. While Ashanti launched written entertainment on her terms, the most concrete expression of that ownership philosophy is written entertainment, the independent label Ashanti launched after years inside the traditional music industry structure. The move gave her creative control she did not have before and positioned her work as something she owns outright. Licenses back from a larger entity. For a recording artist who came up in an era where label deals with the primary path to reach, building her own infrastructure required patience and a willingness to operate outside the system that first gave her a platform. Ashanti has talked about this transition as a natural extension of the same values she applies to brand partnerships. If the terms do not reflect her vision, the answer is to simply build something where they can. Brand entertainment represents that philosophy made operational. What Ashanti says authenticity actually does for a career. Authenticity is a word that gets used loosely in the entertainment industry, often a marketing concept rather than a working principle. Ashanti frames it differently. For her, staying authentic is less about image management and more about consistency between who she is privately and what she puts forth publicly. That consistency, she argues, is what allows artists to stay with artists across genre shifts, personal changes, and the general turbulence of a long career. Fans can tell when something is performed rather than felt. Artists who sustain real longevity tend to be the ones who never made their audience feel managed. Ashanti also connected authenticity to her advocacy for women in entertainment, specifically navigating an industry that has historically controlled how women are presented, packaged, and compensated. requires a clear internal standard, knowing what you will and will not accept, and being willing to walk away from what does not meet it is itself a form of power. What 2 decades in the business actually teaches you. The broader argument Ashanti makes across all these threads is that longevity is not accidental. It is not purely about talent. It is about decisions made consistently over time. Most of them unglamorous. Many of them involving saying no to things that look good on the surface. Her career since the early 2000s. Since the early 2000s, I've moved through music, acting, production, entrepreneurship without losing a coherent identity at its center. That coherence, she suggests, is the point. It is what makes the next chapter legible to the audience that followed the last one. 20 years in, Ashanti is still adding chapters. Ashanti is amazing. Like, you don't hear nothing bad about Ashanti at all. I feel like Ashanti and Nelly, or Nelly and Ashanti, we belong together on Peacock. Peacock is low key. They're trying to be a black platform, right? Oh yes. We are getting to him very soon, my friend. And with Ashanti, to relate to Peabo Bryson, right? A lot of times, legacies, they are the highest heard when the person is no longer here. So the fact that Ashanti recognized, hey, I'm still above ground, so I'm going to own my story, is amazing. Now, it's easier said than done, right? Because I always say anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. And if you want to be an artist, it usually takes a longer path to get there. But if you want to be a creator and just do anything, then you can do anything, but you're also going to receive anything. So much love to Ashanti. And in the thumbnail, it's there's a show that I put in there called GMA for Braylon, Ashanti, Megan, and Stephen, right? So that's Braylon Lee, Ashanti, the person you're seeing right now, Megan Thee Stallion, and Stephen Johnson voiceovers. I want us four to do the 4th hour of Good Morning America weeknights at 7, 6 Central on ABC. So hopefully I'll work with Ashanti one day soon. I think me and her would get along swimmingly. Of course, she can't be Ashanti Lee because she married to Nelly, but that's neither here nor there, child. Let's roll on. Now, this next destination is really going to make you smile. If you have been looking for a black doctor, a black dentist, the cast of Married to Medicine should definitely do a sit-down town hall with this brother right here. Let's get to it from Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com. Give me a moment here. This brother right here, his name is Marlo Bailey. He launched a new black doctor directory despite ongoing discrimination lawsuit by white doctor. The platform was created to make it easier for black families to locate trusted physicians, specialists, therapists, dentists, and other healthcare providers. So this is Marlo Bailey. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Originally published by blacknews.com. Shout out to blacknews.com, of course. Marlo Bailey is a 31-year-old, 31-year-old Jamaican-born entrepreneur and software engineer who immigrated to the United States in 2010, has launched blackhealth.org. We'll look at that just a little bit. A new online platform designed primarily to help patients find black doctors, other black-owned healthcare providers, and culturally competent medical professionals across the United States, despite growing legal and political attacks against diversity-focused healthcare initiatives. The launch comes at a time when diversity-focused medical programs and directories are facing high scrutiny. Yeah, that includes the president wanting to get rid of the medical he wants to get rid of the medical profession as a degree program. I can't hear nobody. He wants to get rid of the medical profession as a degree program. He wants to get rid of the medical profession as a degree program at community colleges, 4-year schools, and vocational schools. Now, I know this is going to sound controversial. I don't give a damn uck or ish. How about we take away the medical staff of the White House so he, his wife, Ivanka, 47 Jr., okay, Eric, Barron, the grandchildren, can't get no medical services. Oh, I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. Let's take them out for a whole year and let's see how the White House is doing. Oh, did I mention, shall we take away the health care of the 47 administration? Do you hear how dumb that sounds? You want to get rid of the medical profession as a degree program, which will hurt hospitals and clinics. Are you crazy? Are you deluded? Are you out your rabbit ass mind? But yet these fuckers out here, everybody else that vote for the dumb fuck, and is agreeing with the administration. Now they're having political remorse. It's really interesting when you see the other side saying, oh my God, liberal me is losing this, that, and the third. But I bet you the people who do that are probably struggling, dougling, schmuggling in real life behind the scenes. Because it's always, oh, I don't care about them until it hits your fucking doorstep. Moving on. I'll mention too, since sometimes you cover politics, I cover social issues. Okay, let's get this straight, right? Let's get this straight. I cover social issues. Brian Tyler Cohen covers politics. Okay, let's get that straight. I don't cover politics. I cover social issues. Okay, now let me bring up the definition of social issues real quick because I believe that's an important distinction. Give me a moment. Come on now. We're live here. Come on. Come on. Okay. So this is what I cover right here, okay? Here we go. Just to put a pin on it, okay? Let's do this correctly, okay? Because I don't want anybody trying to do this, that, and the third to me. So here we go. A social issue is any conditional behavior that negatively impacts a large number of people in society and is widely recognized as needing collective action or systematic change to resolve. So here are some common categories of that. Economic inequality, the widening gap between the wealthy and poor, which limits access to opportunities, housing, upward mobility. Health and healthcare, which we just talked about, or we're still talking about, rather. Crises related to mental health, addiction, chronic illness, and unequal access to medical care. This discrimination and human rights, systematic prejudice based on race, gender, ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation. Education disparities in educational quality, rising tuition costs, and declining literacy rates. Crime and violence issues involving domestic abuse, gang violence, incarceration rates, and the justice system, environmental crises, the societal impact of climate change, pollution, and access to clean resources, technology and social connection, the societal effects of the digital divide, social media addiction, increasing social isolation. That's what I do. I do not cover politics, okay? I do not cover politics. Y'all were not able to see that. My bad. So I'll just go over it again here. Okay. So let's get that correct. All right. So here are the common categories there. Okay. And then right there. So that's what I cover. Okay. I never watched Jersey Shore, but Jersey Shore's situation might be running for the governor of New Jersey. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, I would just collect my royalty checks, do what I need to do, entrepreneurship, and just live my life. Why get into politics? Why? Have you seen what has happened when a celebrity gets into politics? No, we're done with that. If I were president, right, I would make a law that can never be changed, ever. This will affect my line in terms of my family and friends. This will also affect the president and his administration and his family and friends, okay? In order to be president of the United States of America, in order to be vice president, to be chosen, you have to have 5 to 7 years of government experience. We need 5 to 7 references, letters of recommendation. We need a resume and a cover letter. You post that to presidentjobdirectory.com. That will be publicly available for everybody to read it. And you have to go to hearings in order to be president of the United States. I promise you, if that law was in place, we wouldn't have this shit right now. I know what Phil and WDW Pro and Megyn Kelly and Officer Tatum and Candace Owens and everybody, Braylon, that's not right. We need to be a free society. We need to do this, that, and that. Ho. So if we need to be a free society, can we at least agree that in this free society that I should be deleting people in the middle of the damn day? Can we agree on that? Can we agree that the FCC shouldn't go after Jimmy Kimmel, even though the president can say what he wants to about anybody and everybody? Can we give, and on top of all that, can we also agree that doing projects as monuments to oneself is not agreeable for the country? Now, if we can agree on those things, then cool. But since we can't, we won't, we never will agree, we need that law in place. What you want me to do? What the fuck you want me to do? You saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. Now, I love Phil. We are good in the neighborhood. This ain't changing BFP Imagineering. This ain't changing my brotherhood with Phil. But he also knows how I roll. I'm for people. And just because I am pro-black does not mean I am anti-everything else. Okay? So. You can state where you stand and still have love for people. You can do that. I agree. I too dislike Owen. She's a troll. I guess the rest of the show. Understood. We are going to get to Peabo Bryson here in just a little bit in 2 more destinations here. Okay, let's get back to this here because I do want to talk about this destination because I feel like it's very, very, very important here. Let me get back to it. All right, here we go. The launch comes at a time. Let me give it a moment. There we go. The launch comes at a time when diversity-focused medical programs and directories are facing high-end scrutiny. We talked about a Black pregnancy directory where you can find states that have doctors to Black babies and everything. We did talk about that on Braylon's Virtual Pro Live, including a recent discrimination lawsuit filed by a white doctor challenging similar initiatives. Supporters of Black-focused healthcare resources argue that such platforms remain critically necessary because Black Americans continue to experience major healthcare gaps, including high maternal mortality rates, lower life expectancy, delayed diagnosis, and unequal access to culturally competent care. Numerous studies have also shown that Black patients often report better communication, higher trust, stronger treatment adherence, and improved overall outcomes when treated by Black healthcare providers. Now, for a white doctor challenging similar initiatives, let me ask you something. Do you serve Black people? Now, I know what y'all gonna say, Bray. The Little Rock Nine did what they did, so schools can be integrated. That's true, but just because we live in an integrated society don't mean everybody has a segregationist mindset. Read that, my bad. Right here. Read that one more time to y'all, sorry. The launch comes at a time when diversity-focused medical programs and directories are facing high-end scrutiny, including a recent discrimination lawsuit filed by a white doctor challenging similar initiatives. Supporters of Black focus healthcare resources argue that such platforms remain critically necessary because Black Americans continue to experience major healthcare gaps, including higher maternal mortality rates, lower life expectancy, delayed diagnosis, and unequal access to culturally competent care. Numerous studies have also shown that Black patients often report better communication, higher trust, stronger treatment adherence, and improve overall outcomes when treated by Black healthcare providers. Like I said before, just because we live in an integrated society doesn't mean that people don't have a segregationist mindset. Just because we live in an integrated society doesn't mean that people don't have a segregationist mindset. Just because we live in an integrated society doesn't mean that people don't have a segregationist mindset. Like I said, I told y'all about societal slavery before, where we transition from the time field to the workforce. Okay? All right? This your role, this your pay, know your role, and stay in it. And not to mention, too, even though this white doctor can't really not serve Black people because that is against the law, you can price Black people out. Okay, so that's part of what this white doctor is doing. He's like, no. We need discrimination to regulate who we connect to. That's probably his philosophy. And for a doctor to do that, to make a lawsuit against people having resources, he's not a doctor. Okay. So, moving on here. Organizers say the platform was created to make it easier for Black families to locate trusted physicians, specialists, therapists, dentists, and other healthcare providers who may better understand their cultural experiences and health concerns. At the same time, the site also serves as the dedicated job board of blackhealth.com, a trusted source for Black information since 2002. So they've been on the internet for over a decade, from 2002 to 2022. Right, so that's 10 years. So 10, 23, 24, 25, 26. So they've been on the internet for 14 years, which is amazing. Shout out to blackhealth.org there. Connecting mission-driven employers with Black healthcare professionals across every specialty, seniority level, and employment type, from residencies and fellowships to executive leadership positions. Bailey says the platform can also serve as an important resource for highly educated healthcare professionals from the Caribbean and Africa, who migrate to the United States seeking greater career opportunities and visibility. As someone who immigrated from Jamaica himself, Bailey says he understands the many unique challenges immigrants can face when trying to build professional networks, navigate healthcare systems, and access leadership opportunities in the American medical industry. We built this platform because representation in healthcare is not just a diversity metric, it is tied directly to patient outcomes, said Bailey. Black communities deserve access to providers and healthcare organizations that understand their lived experiences, concerns, and cultural realities. This platform helps patients make those connections easier while also helping healthcare employers recruit talented Black professionals. The platform also has a very extensive career center that helps Black healthcare professionals discover employment opportunities for hospitals, clinics, organizations that value diversity, equity, and culturally responsive care. Learn more about the site at blackhealth.org. Marlo Bailey is a software engineer, Air Force veteran. Thank you for your actual service, not just people who move like a banshee and who are misdiagnosed. Really, how can I put this? We thank you for your actual service, and not people who pretend to have served, who pretend to care, who pretend that they are competent to have any range of intelligence to be able to talk about things that matter. Like Miss Banshee knows this, but that's neither here nor there. An entrepreneur focused on building technology that creates real-world impact. He combines technical expertise with an entrepreneurial mindset to launch innovative solutions across industries, including healthcare, marketing, and the public sector. A graduate of the University of Vermont, Marlowe serves as Chief Technology Officer for Black Health, where he oversees the platform's infrastructure, performance, and security to ensure Black families have continued access to trusted health resources online. Congratulations. I absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. This goes back to Reckon, right? And the Blacquisition platforms that we talked about earlier in the tour, that we are finding spaces that we are not in and utilizing technology to get into those spaces. That is absolutely incredible. Shout out to Marlo Bailey. And here is blackhealth.com right here. So you have articles, you have learn, you have data, you have policy, you have hubs, you have find care, you have careers, and you have more. So let me show y'all the website here. Right here, so this is the website. They also have events there. So they have Black Health and Sister Accord Sickle Cell Screening Community Breakfast. That is free, by the way. Screening and test drive. Conference, the Summit, Black Health and Healing Summit in San Francisco. And then Black Men's Mental Health Summit. So that is amazing. They got Health Policy Watch. So any policies that are in government will show up here. Health conditions from A to Z. And of course, you can get the Black Health newsletter once a week, and then you just type in your zip code, any specialty, and boom. Verified directory, filter by specialty, insurance, and location. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Not to mention, too, they also have right here medications of Black patients, free cancer screen, Medicaid by state, due date calculator, drug interaction checker, Medicaid eligibility check, health tools and calculators, Black skin atlas. Okay, so they have everything that you need for health on this site. This is incredible. Incredible. Okay, so yes, indeed. Let me drop the link here for you guys for blackhealth.org. Shout out to that. That's amazing. I love it. All right, y'all, let's continue on because we got some big news to talk about with Kev on stage. All right. Yes, indeed, we do. All right, so here we go, everybody, from Deadline.com. Here we go from Deadline.com. Here we go. And by the way, y'all, as you see here, SAG AFTRA members overwhelmingly approve AMPTP deal. So that is huge. That means there's not another strike. There's going to be more for there's going to be more for people who are employed in Hollywood, which is a good thing always. Speaking of Hollywood, Tubi doubles now on comedian Kevin on stage Fredericks, thinking most expansive career partnership to date. Okay, here we go. Exclusive. Fox's free ad-supported streaming service Tubi has set its most expansive career partnership yet, a multi-year slate with comedian, actor, and digital career Kevin on stage Fredericks, building on the success of the Tubi original Safe Space, a comedy series co-created, directed, and executive produced by and starring Fredericks, which premiered last November. Tubi is deepening the collaboration across formats and genres. Upcoming Fredericks will be putting out 2 more seasons of Safe Space, plus a new scripted workplace comedy, his first comedy special for a major streamer, and original feature films for the platform. In Safe Space, Kev on stage plays the unqualified Dr. Fredericks, whose mission is to help guys struggling couples back to a place of healing. That sounds actually very funny. The show's 8-episode second season premieres in June this month, with season 3 slated for July of 2027. The comedian's new 10-part comedy series, The Airport, is set in the country's most dysfunctional airport, where ill-equipped staff struggles to keep things running amid constant chaos. That title premieres this November. Frederick's comedy special Grief Sucks, where he offers a heartfelt and comedic take on grief and family, premieres February 21st, 2027. Then there are the aforementioned films, a holiday comedy and a horror comedy, which are slated for 2027 and 2028, respectively. This slate is what happens when a platform believes in a creator's full vision and gives them room to grow. Frederick said in a statement on the slate deal, Tubi has given me the platform to do it all, from producing my first stand-up special to developing my first films, while also creating opportunities for up-and-coming creators, especially Black creators whose voices deserve to be amplified. Comedy has always been central to who I am, and getting to bring these projects to life with a partner that truly believes in the work has been incredibly meaningful. We're building something much bigger than one show, and I can't wait for people to see what's coming. With millions of followers and a track record spanning stand-up, television, and film, Kev on Stage has also previously partnered with Tubi on the release of Bald Brothers, a fully improvised comedy series created with comedian Tony Baker. He's also known for projects like BT Plus, Comedy Church, TBS Friday Night Vibes. He hosted that with Nina Parker. Before that, it was Dion Cole and then Tiffany Hash, but y'all know what happened to Tiffany Hash and on Aaron Spears, right? Or Andre Spears, whatever the hell. In the podcast, Not My Best Moment, produced in partnership with iHeartMedia and Stefan Curry and Eric Payne's Unanimous Media. Kevin has built a powerful connection with audiences through authentic, laugh-out-loud storytelling, said Rich Bloom, General Manager, Creative Programs, Executive Vice President, Business Development at Tubi. Expanding our partnership with him reflects our commitment to giving creators who bring unique voices and local fan bases to the platform the runway to go bigger, whether that means a new series, stand-up special, or their first films. Since launching Tubi for Creators, a program intended to accelerate its investment in the creator space, in June 2025, digital-first creator content on Tubi has grown to more than 20,000 episodes from more than 300 creators. By the way, did I mention that the one, the only Mr. Beast is on Tubi as well, okay? The streamer also announced its first exclusive creator series slate, also featuring Joey Graceffa, The One Shoe, Big Ja, Rock Squad, Dan, and Raya. Last November, it announced a new original series with Keith Lee. Now, I did see a thumbnail talking about the Keith Lee Family Day. Apparently, it didn't go where it needed to go in terms of like being productive and stuff. It's the first time I don't think Keith Lee would do anything to be hateful, rude, this, that, third. He actually tried to get the ticket prices as low as they can get them, and he was fighting with his team. And he also made vendor space, I believe, available for free for all vendors. So Keith Lee has definitely been making it do what it do. Bob the Drag Queen and Sophie Madison, less than 6 months later, and the most recently announced Fastlane, a live all-cast experience, just like Watch With on YouTube during big events, hosted by Michelle Carr and Jeremiah Burren, which is paired for the 2026 Formula One season. Fredericks is repped by Bridget Filmer Branner. So 4 comments here. Let's see here. The clapper, congratulations of action. There, congratulations, Kev. We are so beyond proud of you. Behind every great man is an exceptional team, but you are beyond blessed to have the best wife, family, friends, crew, and the covering the Most High Jesus Christ. Keep leading with love. Thank you for allowing us to see at your table. Very next comment and more. Clapper. That's what it's called, clapper boards. So nothing but love here. Congratulations, Kev, on stage, man. This is the thing that people got to understand. Just because it's not you doesn't mean it could never be. Just because it's not you now doesn't mean it could never be. Just because it's not you now doesn't mean it could never be. Just because it's not you now doesn't mean it could never be, right? Because you got to think about this. This is a win for the creator economy. If they see that Tubi is investing in Black content creators, I know people say, is that another Tubi movie? At least you know about Tubi. It's got 100 million monthly active users. And not to mention, too, like I told y'all, you had studios with Tubi. I'm going to play that here in a minute. Then you had NBC Universal launch Unscripted Accelerator. They did that in 2023, I believe. No, 2024. 2024, 2025, 2026. So 3 years ago, NBC Universal did their launch Unscripted Accelerator. You can still get into the competition. This is the second time that they're doing it, where 5 content creators or independent artists will get a $20,000 development deal. You have now until, including today, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 more days to get your TV pitches in. The last day you can do it to get your submission in is June 14th at 2:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time. After that, you're done. Okay, so if you need intel on how to go about it, go to that live that I did for the NBC Universal Launch Unscripted Accelerator. I did a whole live stream. I even showed you how to make a pitch deck. I want you to win. Okay? All right. So, congratulations, Kevin, on stage. Very well done, my brother. I'm going to show y'all the studios thing so you can see that Tubi has been out here trying to help content creators. Wait. There we go. We'll be back right after this. Just this little break. Here we go.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
So you saw that, right? Build your hype team, greenlight your project with Tubi. If your first one is a hit, we'll greenlight the next one. No bullshit. Your movie or TV show could have been a Tubi original. Okay. So if you're wondering why you always see this, that's why. Okay. And if you're wondering why you always see this, hey, one person more. Let me go ahead and If you wonder why you're seeing that all the time, it's because of the NBC Universal Launch Unscripted Accelerator. So every time I come on, I put up the Peacock original and the show card because I'm speaking into existence that this could be a show. Okay, so like I said, I feel like this really is ready, to be distributed to the masses. We have a good format. I always say that Braylon's Virtual Tour Live, Braylon's Virtual Tour is a entertainment news talk show. We talk about entertainment news, but also too, we get into social issues too. We get into entrepreneurship. I always say we cover media, culture, entertainment, commerce, theme parks, social issues. Okay, so we cover it all here right now. The only thing we don't do is we don't have guests, but that don't mean if you don't want to be. That doesn't mean if you want to be a guest that you cannot become a guest. Okay, so there is that as well. So congratulations to Kev on stage. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Some very, very sad news to bring you all here. My God, when I saw this, I'm like, oh my Lord Jesus, another legend. No longer here with us, and he was very integral to the world of Disney. it's getting harder and harder to just have the emotionality, and not so much emotionality to not feel sad for someone passing away, but the emotionality of like, how many people really? So here we go, y'all. Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com. Peabo Bryson, legendary R&B singer and balladeer, behind Disney classics, passes away at 75 years old. The two-time Grammy Award-winning singer leaves legacy that has spanned more than 5 decades. Peabo Bryson, the celebrated R&B singer and songwriter whose powerful vocals generations of love songs and multiple Disney hits, has died at the age of 75. On May 31st, CBS News reported that Bryson was under medical supervision after suffering a stroke. His family then released a statement on Wednesday revealing that the two-time Grammy Award-winning artist transitioned peacefully on the evening of June 2nd, surrounded by the love of his family and those closest to him. Known for his rich baritone voice and emotionally charged ballads, Bryson enjoyed a career that spanned more than 50 years. He earned widespread acclaim for chart-topping hits such as "Feel the Fire," "I'm So Into You," "Can You Stand?" Can You Stop the Rain? I thought it was "Can You Stand the Rain," but still, that's New Edition, my bad. "Can You Stop the Rain?" "If You're Ever in My Arms Again," and "Reaching for the Sky." However, he became a household name through his iconic Disney collaborations, including Beauty and the Beast, a duet with legendary singer Celine Dion in Disney's 1991 animated classic. The song won Best Original Song at the Academy Awards in 1992, as well as the 1993 Grammy Award for Best Pop Performance by a duo or group with vocals. He later won another Grammy alongside R&B veteran Regina Belle for "A Whole New World," the signature song from Aladdin, which became one of the most recognizable soundtracks of the 1990s. I'm trying to think of what song. Oh my God, he did that song. "Till as old as time, da 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 da, Beauty and the Beast. What can I live in the day out of these waters?" That's in Fantasmic. Oh my God. Oh, my heart, my mind, my soul. I give him my mind, my heart, my soul, which is another lyric from a great song as well. Oh my God. And then, of course, "A Whole New World." A whole new world for you and me. Oh my God. Oh, the feels. Born Robert Peabo Bryson in Greenville, South Carolina, the singer emerged as one of R&B's premier vocalists during the 1970s and 1980s. His smooth delivery of romantic ballads made him a staple on urban radio and helped establish him as one of the genre's most respected performers. Throughout his career, Bryson also collaborated with acclaimed singer Natalie Cole, the daughter of Nat King Cole, on the 1979 album "We're the Best of Friends" with Roberta Flack, the 1983 project "Born to Love," which include the hit single "Tonight I Celebrate My Love." In the statement, the family reflected on the profound legacy of his music and legacy. For more than 5 decades, Peabo's extraordinary voice served as the soundtrack to some of life's most cherished moments. His music carried generations through joyful celebrations, great love stories, and enduring moments of comfort and inspiration, creating a legacy that will forever live in the hearts of those who loved him and the countless lives he touched. The family also expressed gratitude for the support they received following his passing. "We are tremendously moved by the outpouring of love, prayers, and support from his fans, friends, and colleagues around the world," the family shared. "While our hearts are broken, we find comfort in knowing how deeply Peabo was loved and how many lives were touched by his voice and his generous spirit. His legacy and music will live on for generations to come." The singer leaves behind his wife, Tanya Boniface Bryson, their 8-year-old son, Robert, his daughter, Linda Bryson, and their 3 grandchildren. So there he is there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Man. 75 years young, man. That's Oh, that's a long time to live, man. Very long time to live. There he is there. And there's the family. Beautiful family, by the way, my man. Yes, indeed. Like I said, man. You know, it gets harder and harder to bring you stories like this. I remember when Kiki Shepard passed away, and I did that intro of the Showtime at the Apollo intro. And, you know, my mom has said a quote from Dr. Maya Angelou that goes like this: people may not remember what you say, they may not remember what you do, but they will always remember how you make them feel. And although I disagree with my mama on people don't remember what you say, because they definitely do. Exhibit A, Milagro-grams. By the way, apparently Dasha K has to pay $60,000 in 40 days or go to jail. So that's another thing too. But that goes to people who remember what you say. Always remember that the truest form of a legacy is not the quantity of things that you've done, but it is the quality of emotionality that you have given to everybody. So, brother, you are a Disney legend. And like I said, I don't know if Peabo Bryson is a Disney legend, but he should be, for sure. And don't just do it because he passed away Disney. Do it because he was a part of the Disney decade. Damn it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we did that in 2 hours, 1 minute and 27 seconds there. Yes, indeed. They're very good show. There, I wanted to, you know, of course, we started off with me being featured in Coffee Unfiltered video, and then we ended on a Disney legend, for sure. Just a legend in music culture and everything in between there. Let's see if I can find you a positive news story here. And we do have another show for y'all tonight at 6 o'clock. There is a black brother trying to buy the liquidated assets of Spirit Airlines, and he wants to make a black-owned airline. Okay, but I found some history that goes to show the case that goes to showcase that. Well, you know, we've always had somewhat of a black-owned airline. Yeah, this is a deeper dive than just the one that we took Spirit Airlines and made Foam Airlines, but we'll talk about that tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. I already got the show together and everything. So, like I said, if anything else happens today, I will definitely talk about it if I feel like it. If you guys get a bonus tour, it'll probably be at 8:30 p.m. if anything. So. See something here. Breaking it down, lifting it higher, breaking it down, lifting it higher, breaking it down, lifting it higher. That's one of the lyrics from our anthem. Now, here is something, y'all. Now, I did not know that Jesse Smollett still existed in the world, okay? I think the last time we heard about him, he had a project, I think, with Vivica A. Fox, I think. But yeah, child, so here we go. At least you are not in this situation, child. Listen to this. From the Jasmine brand, child, Juicy Smollett reportedly ends engagement to Bree Reed after less than a year after their proposal. So Jesse Smollett is entering a new chapter after reportedly ending his engagement to actor and filmmaker Jabri Reed less than a year after proposing. According to TMC, sources say Sule called off the engagement and is now focused on moving forward with his music career. You have a music career? Says who? That's like Milagro Graham saying she's new media. The court determined that was a lie. And that you got to pay $75,000 and defamation has been reinstated. The facts are the facts. What you want me to do? And by the way, if we're talking facts, we're not shading anybody, okay? So get that out of your mind. The former Empire star announced his engagement to Reed in June of 2025, sharing a heartfelt proposal on social media. At the time, Sule posted photos from the special moment and wrote, "I'll be spending my birthday with my fiance." He said yes. The pair worked together on the 2024 drama The Lost Holiday, which Sule directed and starred alongside with Reed. While neither publicly addressed the breakup, the split reportedly occurred within the last few weeks. Sule has spent recent years rebuilding his public profile following the highly publicized legal controversy surrounding his 2019 hate crime report. In addition to acting, he has continued pursuing music, releasing projects through his independent label, reportedly shifting more attention toward that side of his career. Are you sad to see this couple call off the engagement? Child, I didn't even know they were engaged. Anyway, everyone have a blessed weekend. So what is everyone doing for Juneteenth? Yes, I just got another raise at my job. Comments are hilarious. I'm hungry. What's for breakfast? People break up every day. Me, who cares? Doug, he's a stunt queen. Jesse, I'm single. I think that's a woman. He doesn't go with women. Okay. Lucius Lion, what are you doing in the chat? By the way, Miss Clever P, face card. Oh, wait, is there a private profile? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, face card right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nene Leaks in the chat, child. That's clearly a PR stunt. I'm going to be honest. We don't care. What music career? He has a better chance pretending that he's a victim of a hate crime. We don't know if he's lying about this too at this point. These comprised men are heavily influenced by the demon protects. Oh my God. Basically saying the Democrats are demons. Child, the rest of the country voted for a demon in the White House and allowed, administration full of demon energy to seek havoc, destruction, thirsty toxicity to wreak havoc across the United States around the world. So miss me with that shit. Laughing emojis. We are all looking to give a fuck about you, Louis Bandit. I'm confused. Wow. I'm dumb. Just flip-flopping. Did he miss a payment via check? Whoop-de freaking do. I think that's the comment that ends it all. Oh my God. Child, at least we are not Jesse Smollett. Shout out to Jabri Reed. I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful career, but Jesse Smollett, stop, bro. You're not going to have a music career. You're not. That's like Milagro Graham's being new media, and she's not. Okay. Anyway, child, let me go ahead and get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love is right back to you. And like I said before, let me show y'all the show we got here. Coming up. Tonight right here, the Blacquisition Breakdown Town Hall, Spirit Airlines. This brother has went after Spirit Airlines before, and this brother is trying to go after the assets of Spirit Airlines. So we'll be breaking that down tonight live at 6 p.m. live in 4 hours. So I will see y'all then. All right. Bye, everybody. Much love. Have a wonderful day and love on yourself. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you.
Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time.